That's who and what the Hall of Fame is. It is now time for me to make the eyeballs of our first inductee glaze over. If you know our inductee, dry wit, zingers, and a blank face looking at you before he breaks up with laughter is his personal trademark. We're not exactly sure how he got that way, but his wife and kids think it's because he slipped on a cow patty in the barnyard as a child and fell on his head. From the time he could remember, he was helping his family run their weekly livestock market. His mom and dad were his role models, and how could anyone ask for anything else? It was destiny he became an auctioneer. Other than his incredible family, auctions were, are, and will always be part of his life. Knowing how competitive he is, it was natural he thrived playing sports growing up. He really, really liked hitting people and knocking them to the ground. He found several different sports that helped him reach his goals. It's that athletic intensity that shows up today when he is on the block. You instantly know you are in the presence of a Jedi Master if you've ever seen him call a sale. As with so many of us here tonight, our careers changed forever when we went to the Certified Auctioneers Institute. Our guy went through CAI in the mid-'80s. From what he learned at CAI, he expanded beyond farm, cattle, and consignment auctions. Eventually, his mom and dad decided to retire, and our inductee bought the business. When he saw the handwriting on the wall about how that market segment was changing, he sold it in the farm and moved the entire auction company base of operations to his local city. He introduced and got an entire region to accept the concept of auctioning off residential and commercial real estate. His oldest son went to auction school while still in high school. That son took some quality time away from auctions by graduating from the military academy. He served a tour of duty with distinction in Iraq, and he returned home safe and sound. His daughter has taken her bar exam. She's all grown up now. Her specialties will be corporate law and litigation. Guess who keeps whom out of the House of Horrors these days? His youngest son, who starts his teaching and coaching career next month, is something else. He became directly involved in the auction business at a very early age. Think about picking up your baby to kiss him goodbye as you're about to leave home to go to your biggest auction ever, and the baby gives you a wonderful gift. He loses breakfast all over your brand new suit. I'd gone to help a dear friend out at a big sale, so I was in the kitchen when it happened. Our inductee stuffed the kid back in the high chair, yelled at me to watch him, and bolted from the room. I gave the baby his first high five, told him, "Way to go, your dad needed that one." Of course, we got to the pre-sale viewing a bit late. And of course, he was yelled at by his almost always understanding business partner and award-winning auctioneer wife. "You're late." "And that's not the suit you're supposed to be wearing." "Too bad, the kid barfed on me." Don't you just love being in the family auction business? By the way, that kid grew up to be the starting halfback and score the winning touchdown on his national championship college football team. Here's something not many know about our inductee. There's an English pub called Nick's in Bloomington, Indiana, and it's an institution all by itself for those who attend CAI. A lot of heads are nodding right now. With pain. A very long time ago, after a rather late evening at Nick's, our inductee was being assisted by the thick stone walls of the Union Building. As those walls were holding him up, he asked the burning question all auctioneers want answered. Do you sell things, or do you sell stuff? Our inductee was elected to the NAA board back in the 80s. He is a past president of the Auction Marketing Institute. In the years prior to the NAA and AMI merger, he worked hard to foster good relations between the two organizations. His education legacy to this industry is the idea, design, and implementation of a new designation program. He is still teaching it. Back at home, he was the mayor of his city. He even made the very serious commitment to his country to run for national office. While he chose the right political party, the voters didn't. Here are some do's and don'ts around our inductee. Do thank him for his monumental contributions to our industry in North America. Do offer him a beer, preferably a blue. Don't make fun about the color of his money, and don't call him a hockey puck. A loving husband and father of 3 remarkable people. My friend, since day 1, class 1 of CAI, when the stars aligned and we sat next to each other. This is tough, folks. He is one simply great individual, a visionary auctioneer who's always a quantum leap ahead of his competition, the first alien to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Oh, you figured it out. Mr. Certified Estate Specialist from Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Please welcome Barry Gordon. That is a gotcha. Steve, Barry, you get this plaque.
Oh, it's got a nice shiny head.
It's got a, you can tell them about the shiny head. Hang on, and let me give you your pin. If I can figure out how this works. If it drops. Oh, hold that for me, Scott. I don't pin that many guys.
Thanks very much, Steve, and everyone. I appreciate the honor. I think I'm a little misplaced here, really. I have enjoyed being in the auction industry for many years and meeting a ton of tremendous people around me and before me, and that's all been pretty fabulous. But I'm amazed that I got my wife, got my family all together here and brought them down. In hindsight, it's a bit of a it's a bit sad. I guess my dad passed away last Labor Day, and he was an auctioneer his whole life and had started the industry for us. And I expect like this would have been something that he would have liked to have been at. But in any case, I'm honored and surprised, and as Steve said, shocked, and not really deserving. But thanks anyway. Folks, sorry, just Scott made a brilliant suggestion. I'm a little off guard, I guess. This is my mom, Mary Gordon. Everyone knows my wife, Alicia. And my children, Adam, I guess he's a veteran, but an engineer and an MBA in Canada. Our daughter, Heidi, who's just recently graduated law school and gone to work for one of the largest law firms in Canada. And Marty, who is the national championship football team winner and the guy that scored the winning touchdown in the national championship football game. So that's kind of a fun bunch. And my partner, Manson.